Yeah, Marvin, good talking to you again. What's this last few weeks been like for you, with everything that's gone on, with Lincoln leaving, with Brent Venables being brought on board, with Bob Stoops coming around to coach the bowl game? Just overall, what's this period been like since the Bedlam loss?
It's been a crazy experience, that's for sure. Pretty much a lot of up and downs, but at the end of the day, I mean, most of it's been kind of like internal motivation. You know, when Coach Riley left, we didn't really have much up here, but we still had to work out. We still have a game to play and stuff like that. When Coach Venables came, there's a lot of energy brought to the team, something that we definitely needed. Brought everybody together. Now we're just back to practicing and working out.
Appreciate it, Marvin.
Eric Bailey.
Marvin, you doing okay today, man?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Hey, wanted to ask you about Coach Levy. Can you talk about just your early interactions with Coach Levy and just your thoughts on his style of play? And then also, what's it mean as an offensive player to have basically the offensive staff still be around as you guys move forward?
That was a big thing, you know, having Coach Murray, Coach Finley, Coach Beedenbow, Coach Gundy, Stan. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of interaction with those guys over my 2 years being here, especially Coach Murray and Coach Gundy. But having Coach Levy come I think it's a huge plus for this program, especially with his experience, his resume, the things he's done at other colleges. I mean, that's something that's a huge positive. He's also an alumni to this school, so that's another positive for us as a program. But I've talked to him a couple of times. He's a really cool guy. I love his personality. I love how he is, his character, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Marvin, thanks a bunch. You have a good Christmas, okay?
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
Stoppers, Philip.
And Marvin, after Coach Riley left, you had some decommitments in recruiting, some guys at transfer portal. How hard is it to stay patient going through that process and weighing the pros and cons of either staying here or maybe looking elsewhere?
I mean, it's really hard. I mean, everyone's different in certain situations like this. You know, people have their reasons for leaving, people have their reasons for staying. But I mean, you know, it's kind of the unknown. I mean, you're kind of sitting here waiting for people to get hired. You don't know when it's going to happen. You know, the coaches were in communication with us about timetable and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they didn't really know when it was going to happen either. So most of it was really just sitting and waiting. And it was kind of just, you know, working out, doing stuff with the guys that we had, you know, not knowing really what's coming or what's going to be in the future.
Appreciate it, Marvin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
John Hoover.
Marvin, hey, you guys probably heard immediately when the news started coming out from previous lettermen, previous players, about the horrors of working out for Jerry Schmidt. And now that the news is official today, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. What are you looking forward to maybe the most? What are you looking forward to the least from what you've heard?
I think it's a mixture of both, really. Most of it kind of goes to the same things. I mean, I've definitely heard stories about him, things he's put players through, and I think it's going to push this program to a new level, definitely, especially the players on this team. It's going to build us to a mental strength that we've never really been to before, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I say that now, and then in the middle of workout, I'll probably be dying, probably be hurting, all that type of stuff. It'll be good for us in the long run.
Thanks, Marvin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aaron Hemick.
Yeah, Marvin, I haven't ever worked out for him, but I can promise you Schmitty's no joke. I've heard enough to tell you that. I'm sure you've heard that before. It is this game, usually at the end of a season bowl game, feels like just that, the end of the year, right? And sort of a last stand as to what's happened. But with everything that you guys have been through, I suppose that you could look at it just the same as this is a new beginning, sort of a pivot point. How do you sort of cross those two streams and see this game against Oregon?
You know, it's a really interesting question. You know, it's kind of both ends. You know, it's the end of the season and it is a new beginning. You know, we've had people gone, people leave, and you know, a lot of people leave. You know, players, coaches, all types of stuff. Yeah, new people come in, as in coaches, and at the end of the day, I mean, it is both. It is both. It's into a great year. You know, we're 10-2 right now, and also it's going to be a start of something new under Coach Venables. But you know, with Coach Stoops coaching, I mean, it's going to be great for every player in there. We're going to go out and give it our all. I mean, we want to close out this year strong and have something to look forward to coming back in January when we come back to workouts.
All right. Happy holidays to you. Thanks.
Yes, sir. You too.
Parker Thune.
Yeah, Marvin, obviously there's a lot of eyes on Caleb amidst all this turmoil the last couple of weeks. Can you kind of speak to his demeanor and how he's approached bowl game preparation heading into that contest?
Yeah, I mean, he's approached it well. I mean, at the end of the day, dude comes in, does what he's supposed to do, and he's vocal out there. It'd be a whole nother story if he was out there kind of quiet, just likes daisical, going through the motion, but that's the exact opposite of what he's doing. We're all got this game in our our in our mirror, and we're working towards it. We want to go out and win this game for sure, close out a great season, and like I said, this is the first game of a new era, so we're looking forward to it.
Appreciate it, Marvin.
Yes, sir.
Chandler Engelbrecht.
Hey, Marvin, appreciate your time today. Wanted to ask about Bob Stoops' leadership during this time, from that team meeting when you guys first heard about the coaching change and just every practice from that point. What's it been like having him around and, learning from him during this time?
Well, it's definitely been a unique experience, the things he's done at this university. Me growing up in Texas, my family's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I grew up supporting LSU and stuff like that. I didn't really know much about Coach Stoops until I really got here. But he kind of told his resume, his story whenever he first got here, and how the team was before, and then next 2 years, how they ended up being. And I think that's something the team really needed, every time he says it, because it's something that really does hit us in the heart, and it's kind of telling us what we're capable of doing if we just stick together and do the things we need to do. So I think his leadership has had a huge positive impact on this team.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Brendan Drum.
Hey, Marvin, appreciate you doing this. You talked about the new energy in the program, just kind of the new life, and you guys really focusing on, the future in this bowl game. But as far as practice goes, you guys are out there. You see the new staff out there watching you guys practice. Do you feel like there's the reason for that energy, not just because of the fact that you guys want to win the bowl game, but more or less you guys feel like you're already kind of auditioning for that new spot with those new coaches?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. This is the first time these new coaches have laid eyes on us. And I know we have things that we've done in the past that they can see, but it's the first time they stood in person in practice, see how we practice, see how we handle ourselves, see the things we do wrong and see the things we do right. So it's definitely an audition for everybody that's out there.
Okay, last one from Marvin. Jenny Carlson.
Hey, Marvin, you were talking about this being the beginning of a new era, but it's also sort of a last stanza for Coach Stoops. I mean, this is going to be a number on his win-loss record either way. Have you thought much about the sort of unique opportunity you guys have with him to get a W?
Yeah, I have. Like I said, I'm still kind of young. I'm not like one of the older guys on the team, so it probably means a lot more to them. But to me, I mean, it's cool hearing what he's come from, the things he's done. Being a receiver with Drake, hanging out with Drake all the time, knowing him personally, and then getting to be coached by his dad. I mean, it's a very cool experience, unique experience. Hearing the things he's done, him getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it is pretty cool. He wants to win this game. He's expressed that many different ways, and he's out there with us every day, and I'm grateful for it.
Hey, so because of Drake, I'm sure you probably met Bob before. What have you learned about him as Coach Stoops as opposed to Drake's dad over the last few weeks?
Honestly, there's not me and Drake don't really talk about it that much. I'm pretty sure from the whole dad thing, I'm pretty sure he's tired of it. So everybody looks at him as Coach Stoops' son and stuff like that. So there's not much said, honestly. I'm trying to think about conversations, but I don't think there's really much.
Anything for you that changed a lot that you were like, oh, that's the coach in Coach Stoops. I see it now.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it sometimes when he's mad and stuff like that. But I think it's cool. It's a unique experience. I'm happy for it. He's definitely getting something out of different people the way that other people can't do, and that's a very unique thing. And it's cool to have him out there. It really is, especially knowing the things he's done in the past.